You need to watch this.
The very first words that Satan ever spoke to humanity reveal exactly what he wants to accomplish. You've read Genesis chapter 3 before, I'm sure, but almost no one notices this small detail, which changes everything. Genesis chapter 3, verse 1, when the serpent appears, he says, "Did God really say you must not eat the fruit from any of the trees in the garden?" Now, at first glance, it seems like a simple question. Maybe he's planting doubt or challenging God's goodness. But something so much deeper is happening here. And in order to see it, you have to look at how God is named in the story up to that point. From Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, all the way to Genesis chapter 2, verse 3, God is referred to as God, or in Hebrew, Elohim, 35 times. And that highlights him as the creator, powerful, majestic, sovereign. But from Genesis chapter 2, verse 4 and onward, something changes. When humanity is formed, the name changes from God to Lord God. And Lord God appears 11 times before the serpent appears. Now, Lord God is the covenant name, the relational name. Lord God is the intimate name of a God who forms humanity with his own hands and walks with his creation. And from Genesis chapter 2, verse 4, all the way to Genesis chapter 3, verse 1, God is never once referred to as just God. Not by Adam, not by Eve, not even by the narrator. The moment humanity enters the story, the Bible emphasizes relationship, the Lord God, not just God. But in the first few words that the serpent speaks, that changes. His very first words are, "Did God really say?" Did you notice what he did? He drops the covenant name. He refuses to say Lord. He reverts back to the distant, non-relational title of God, the same title used before humans were ever created. And this is the first time in the entire relational story of humanity that God is referred to without his relational name. And that's not a coincidence. Satan's first tactic wasn't simply to make Eve doubt. It was to make God feel so distant, impersonal, a creator that is abstract, out there, instead of the Lord who is near. Because the enemy knows that if he can change how you refer to God, he can change how you relate to God. In his very first sentence, the first words that come out of its mouth reveal his entire strategy to break your relationship with Lord God. In Hebrew, Yahweh Elohim, Lord God who loves you by forming you. And what the serpent wants to do is to convince you that he is far away. But he's not. He is Yahweh, your Lord, the God who created you for relationship.